In this exercise, we're going to be creating a template, and a template is just a file that we can use multiple times from here on. You've already created a couple of templates in previous assignments whenever you had a file that I asked you to save that later we were asked to go and visit, copy, and paste onto a new file. That was a template. So we're going to be creating a template that we'll be using for assignments that are not in your book. They're going to be provided to you here in the course for a couple of websites that you'll be working on throughout the rest of the semester. So to create a generic template that can be used in multiple sites, you can either type this in. This is all the code that you'll need for the template. Basically, it's declaring that this is an HTML document, that it's going to be in English, that we're going to be using Roman characters. That's the standard characters that we're using now. Your name homepage will be changing according to whatever the title of the assignment is. And here where it says author, insert your name here, and keywords, etc., we'll be changing these accordingly as well. Here for sure, make sure that you put in your name so that we know that this is your page. There will be logos in some of the pages we'll be creating, so there's just a little bit of a space already made in the header. And everything else will be giving you specific instructions as we work the assignments. For this one, however, basically we need to create a new file. I'll go into another tab and go into my GitHub page. I'll visit github.com. I'm already logged in. I'm going to be using my repository for this class. In this case, it's my username.github.io. I'll click on that and I'll see the weeks that I've already worked on, weeks 1 through 4. And since this is a template that will not belong to any of these previous weeks necessarily, we're going to create a new folder that we're going to call template. So let's start by adding a file. Click on add file, create a new file. When this loads up, let's the name of the folder, let's call this files, just something generic. Then I'll add in a slash to say that's the end of the name of the folder. Inside of this files folder, we're going to create a file called template.html. Here, below where it says edit new file, I'll click and I'm going to copy this whole text that's provided. You can either copy it from the page. You can also click on View Raw by clicking on this link below. That will open up a new file that shows everything. It says everything we need. I'll click anywhere in the white space, press Ctrl A to select all, and then right click, copy. I'll go back to the assignment before I lose my place. But there it is, or it should be create a template. Then in new file, once again, I'll paste. Press Ctrl V to paste. And before we save, let's make a couple of changes now. Where it says your home page, we're going to leave that alone for now. But here in the meta name for the author, let's insert your name here. Replace those words with your name. I'll type in my name. Make sure you type in yours. As we work in future assignments, we'll be changing keywords, descriptions. We'll be explaining what all that means. We'll be adding images for logos, but not just yet. This is a fictional site created for a class at El Centro College. That sounds good. We'll just leave that there. Here where it says your copyright, let's change this to at least the current year right now, the year 2020. Your name. Replace it with your name. I'll type in my name. Web design. And then today's date. You can change this now if you want, but once we start to use the template, this will become a little bit more apparent as why we're doing it. I'll type in the date as we go along in the assignments. Now I'll scroll to the bottom and I will commit this new file by clicking on the green button. Once I do that, it'll take me back to my files folder. I can now click on the file again, template.html. It'll show me the contents, everything that I typed in. More importantly though, it will show me at the top that I'm in my repository /files/template.html. I'm going to highlight this text, highlight your username.github.io, and files and template.html. I'm going to right click and tell it to go there, go to IMED 1416, etc. And it'll load it up, and it tells me that there will be a logo, that there will be some text. It's showing me a template basically with my name on it. This URL that pops up, that's what I would like for you to copy. You can press Ctrl+C, right click and copy, whatever works for you best. And then in this assignment that you're working on, 4.2, at the bottom, find the submission, assignment submission, tell it to write a submission, click on the editor, press Ctrl+V to paste, and there's the link. Make sure to submit for a grade. I can't submit, it'll give me an error, but I'll see you in the next video.